time once again to slip into your camo, grab your bow, and join us out in the field for another episode of the Up North Journal, presented by PSE Archery. The Up North Journal crew is knocked and ready to rock for another exciting adventure. So let's step outside and hit the trail.
This episode of the Up North Journal podcast is brought to you by PSE Archery,
Buck Baits,
Better the Hunt,
Rebel 6 Rubs and Seasonings,
Easy Cut,
Limb Walker Game Calls,
Hunter's Blend Coffee,
Packer Max,
Fourth Arrow Camera Arms,
Scent Blocker,
Scent Lock,
Copper John,
and Stanislawski Release Aids. Welcome back to another episode of the Up North Journal, everybody. I'm Mike Adams, sitting in the cabin, stressed out with all of the internet problems we've had tonight, but we are back on, up and running right now. So without further ado, Danny, kick it off.
Absolutely. There's nothing better than, you know what, first of all, let's get to our supporters that help us, so we help our supporters. Nothing like this summertime July weather, nothing better than getting out there with Rebel 6 rubs. I tell you what, you get over there, try some of these rubs out. They're working on some new ones as well that is top secret. It's awesome. So we're going to check those out. But we want you to go over there, check that out. You get 20% off your order upon checkout if you use the promo code NorthJournal. Go over to rebel6rubs.com. And if, as I already drank my coffee for the night, and Mike's got this huge mug here, but if you want to go over to huntersblendcoffee.com, you can awaken your own hunt there, and if you use the promo code capital UNJ, you can get 10% your order there. And Buck Baits, great supporter of Up North Journal. It's going to be about that time, folks. We're getting into July, and you're going to start really thinking about hunting. So nothing better than going over to Buck Baits. Check out the lineup of stuff that they have over there. Use the promo code Up North Journal. You'll get 20% off your checkout over at buckbaits.com.
All right. Got that out of the way.
We did.
All right.
I'm a little discombobulated. We're all a little discombobulated.
I'm a little stressed out right now.
Right?
But without further ado, Dan, go ahead. Introduce our guest tonight. Let's get into the show.
I tell you what, he's was listening to the show about a couple months back, and he got a hold of us, and he said, hey, you know, I got my son here, Nevin, came up with this great idea a few years back, and he said, you know, and we said, okay, let's talk about get on the show. So without further ado, Dan and Nevin Burns from Chicora, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm. How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
Better now that we got you on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To everybody who's watching right now, I sincerely apologize. Like we talked with Dan and with Nevin both, and Danny and I here, we were scrambling. We were trying everything, and I think we did everything except use a tin can and string, but we got you on. So welcome to the show. And how's things going over there in Pennsylvania? What's the weather like right now? Is it hot over there like it is here in Michigan?
No, it's a little cool now. It's in the 70s. It's been in the 90s for the past couple of weeks, so it's a relief to me. So
absolutely. You know, here in Michigan, Friday, it broke our string of 8 consecutive 90-plus days. And I tell you what, even though I think it was in the low 80s, it felt wonderful. But it is that time of year, so I guess we got to deal with it.
Right. Well, let everybody know. Chicora, is that? Am we pronouncing that right? Chicora, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay. Where's that in PA?
It's north of Pittsburgh, about an hour.
Okay. All right. And is it pretty rural there, mountainous? What are we looking at as far as terrain?
It's just, it's really mountainous. There's a lot of hills, a lot of trees. Yeah, it's not city. It's not large communities and streets. There's a lot of woods.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good. Then you know you got to have the famous mosquito.
Yeah.
Right?
Mosquitoes, ticks, all that kind of good stuff.
So we have you on the show, and kind of give us a background of what this is about and how this all came about a few years back.
Well, we assist special needs and disabled kids into the outdoors to have that outdoor experience as we can. It happened in 2014 just by a spur of the moment thing. Nevin, who has rheumatoid arthritis, he was diagnosed at 3. He went to a hunt through a local church for kids, not necessarily disabled kids, but just for kids to get out in the outdoors. And there was about 40 kids there. And that was back in 2013, fall of 2013.
Okay.
In Pennsylvania, you can hunt at 7 years old.
Okay, was that a turkey hunt, or was that a deer hunt, or what was that in the fall of 2013?
That was he was spring of 2013. It was a turkey hunt.
Okay, excellent. Always good to run after some.
Now, is that the picture that you sent us with him with his bird? That wasn't that same hunt?
That was no, that was 2 years ago.
Okay.
So here we are. We're at a turkey hunt back in 2013, the spring, and then how did it start to gain traction from that?
Well, at that hunt in 2013 that he went turkey hunting, he was unsuccessful. Couldn't find a turkey, so they invited him back for the fall of 2013 for the deer hunt.
Okay.
In the fall of 2013, he harvested his first deer.
Awesome. So Devin, did you think Nevin, did you think there's no turkeys out there? Was it because you were thinking like, hey, there aren't turkeys out there, right?
No.
No? Okay.
No, we heard some, but they didn't want to come into us.
Ah, okay, cool. So then that fall you got your first deer. That's awesome. What'd you get?
A doe.
Nice. Put some meat on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, take us through that hunt just a little bit there. How did that all play out for you?
Yeah, we were in a tree stand. We were looking down the valley. I'm pretty sure a couple of them came in running from the left, and the one stopped, and then I shot it.
Was this a shotgun or a rifle hunt?
Rifle.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. What kind of rifle?
7mm.
Okay. Oh, nice big one. I like that.
Go big or go home. Was Dad in the tree stand too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so you're there in the tree stand with your son, and you see him take his first deer. What was that like for you? I mean, that moment, just reflecting back a little bit.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Everything you thought it would be and more?
Yeah, everything I thought it would be. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and you got to admit the tears started flowing, right?
Oh, heck yeah.
All right, good, because I know they did for me and Mike as well when our
Absolutely.
kids got their deer. But that's awesome. So
Yeah.
so this all was in 2013, where unsuccessful turkey, get to the fall for a deer hunt, got a deer, and then what happened from there?
How did the program unfold for you guys to decide to start doing this?
Well, after the deer hunt in 2013, they invited him back for turkey season in 2014 since he didn't get a turkey.
Okay.
And when we were sitting there after the meal that we had after we came back from turkey season, all the kids that were there were outside playing.
Okay.
And there was a little girl with the wheelchair sitting at the picnic table with another boy that was sitting there. And Nevin couldn't run that much because of his arthritis in his legs. So he was sitting down at the picnic table, and I went out to him and asked him if he was okay. And he said, "Yeah, I'm fine. My legs are tired."
Okay.
And I said, "Okay, well, I'm just gonna, say bye to the guys inside, and then we'll be ready to go." So we left that day, went home, and processed the deer, and that was in October. And in January, I got a phone call from the landowner that the husband passed away.
Okay.
So the turkey hunt was going to be canceled for that upcoming year.
Okay.
So Nevin was pretty sad about it and asked me if he could start his own group and take the kids out hunting. So I was pretty shocked. But being there was 40 kids there, him asking me if we can take all them kids hunting, I thought he was crazy. So and I said, "How are we going to take all 40 of them kids hunting?" And he said, "No." He says, I want to take my friends." And I said, "Your friends?" He says, "Yeah, the ones at the picnic table, the ones that couldn't get out and go hunting." So it kind of, I sat around and, we kind of thought it over. And then he started a group, called Nevin's Hunting Friends, to take out kids that can't get out there.
Okay.
And help out other kids get into the outdoors and enjoy it as much as he did for that day.
Okay, so it kind of started with somebody passing away and not having access to land anymore, and then you guys started this group and started taking other kids out that had some special needs where they can't get out like everybody else can. Okay.
That is correct.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a break. Let's stop right here for a minute, and we're going to take a break. We step outside, and when we come back, we'll kind of pick it up and see where you guys, after you started this group, see kind of how everything kind of took off from there. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back after this.
PSE Archery has reinvented the way you buy bows.
From now on, you can make the most educated decision possible
by basing your bow choice specifically on your shooting needs and goals.
All you need to do is ask yourself, what kind of shooter am I? What do I want to achieve?
PSE will help find the right category for you.
So, what kind of shooter are you?
Find out at psearchery.com.
Welcome back. Second segment of the show. We're talking with Dan and Nevin Burns from Chicora, Pennsylvania, about Nevin's Hunting Friends, a group that they started back 2014 then, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, back in the first segment we were talking about it, it came about that you didn't have access to land, but you had these people that you made friends with at another hunting group the previous year. So you wanted to take these kids out hunting and provide an opportunity for them to be able to go out and enjoy the outdoors like everybody else does. How did you get your head wrapped around starting an organization like this and getting in touch with the kids and getting them out there? How did that all unfold?
Well, it first started with local kids.
Okay.
I got with a bunch of friends and relatives, and we put a post out on Facebook asking if there was any kids that we knew that had any difficulties that would like to get out there. A couple friends from Nevin's school were one of the first couple people that signed up for it. And the first year, we had 4 kids along with Nevin go up to a town a half hour north of us that a farm donated their property that we can go hunting on.
Okay.
And we took 4 kids plus Nevin up there first year in 2014, the fall of 2014.
Okay. Was there any reluctancy on the parents' part? Like, you get this new organization about getting kids and getting them out there. I mean, did you receive any? I won't say pushback, but reluctancy maybe as to what you were trying to do?
No.
Okay.
No. Most of the kids, all 4 that the first year. Their parents didn't have the capabilities or didn't have a family member to take them out.
Okay.
And they wanted to go, so we gave them that opportunity.
Awesome. That is great.
Okay, so we got a couple questions that are coming across for you. Tim Cias, he is a supporter of ours with Lim Walker Game Calls. Yeah,
okay.
We got the new shirts here. He
He
wants to know, what type of hunts do you have?
Currently this year we have a deer hunt scheduled, pheasant hunt scheduled, dove hunt and goose hunt scheduled, turkey, and then we have a fishing trip during the springtime.
Okay, and then we also got Bruce and Rhonda Compton, who are down in South Carolina. We need more like you guys working with kids with disabilities and life-threatening illnesses to get out in the outdoors. That's what they do as volunteers with the Outdoor Dream Foundation.
Yep.
So, and then Randy, do you have any banquets or auctions to raise extra money for the causes?
Yes.
Okay.
You do.
So, Randy, that's a yes. And Randy is a proud supporter of ours, Better the Hunt.
Yeah.
So
they're up out of Idaho.
So
yeah, I've heard of them.
Okay.
All right, that's awesome. So, you know, you started doing this and you started reaching out to other people. How did that go? Mike asked about like on the personal level, but as reaching out the sponsors, how was that? Did that go well as also?
Well, it's, as you folks know, the hunting industry is pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is asking for a nickel. So it is very, very tough to try to find sponsors. And it's even tougher to find sponsors for the kids because, as of this year, we have 20 kids that we're taking.
Okay.
So when I ask you for a sponsor, I will ask for 20 pieces of a sponsor equipment to use instead of one. So it is very difficult for me to find sponsors. But, there's good people out there. They will. I spend a lot of time on a computer and phone and trying to find stuff. And, we have a lot of name brand sponsors that help out the kids. And we're greatly appreciated for that.
What types of things are you in need of, if there's somebody out there that might know somebody at a company or might know somebody in the hunting industry that could help out, what are some of the things that you're really in need of?
We're always in need of everything hunting-wise. If somebody wanted to donate a jacket to somebody, camouflage jacket or a pair of pants or a pair of boots, we're always taking those for the kids. We've anything for anybody, we can take anything.
Okay. Is there any limitation? Archery. Do you do any archery hunts, or is it pretty much limited to shotgun and rifle hunts?
No, we do archery hunt. We take them out during youth season in Pennsylvania. That way, there's less people out in the woods. It's safety reasons. So we take them out. There's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday hunt here in Pennsylvania for deer. Mm-hmm. And we usually take them out on Saturday for the rifle hunt. And if anybody wants to go archery hunting, we take them out on Friday evening. Okay. Some do both. But the thing here in PA is you're only allowed one tag.
Gotcha.
So if you get one on Friday, you can't get one on Saturday.
Okay. You mentioned, you're talking about tags and things like that. With it being the organization that you have, and that you're doing this for children who can't normally get out there, that might have something in their way of letting them just, like most people can get out. Does the DNR or your state local game agencies, do they help with licensing, or is there special licensing or anything like that they help with?
No, they just, you have to get a tag. They don't help out any way financially or something like that. We do that as an organization. If they have a medical condition and they have financial trouble, we assist them with that too.
Okay.
All right.
Wow. So you guys take it right from showing up to getting them out there and getting them back home and the whole 9 yards. You're putting that out of your guys' pocket, man. That's tremendous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We only have 3 restrictions or rules to get in the organization. Number one, you must have a illness or a disease to get into the program. Okay. You must have a valid hunting license, and you must be accompanied by a parent or guardian. So other than that, if anything is needed, we will supply it for them.
With that being said, talking about the parent or guardian that comes along, being with them, do you see a lot of people coming back the next year, and the parents being excited and willing to help out and participate in some of these things?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What makes us different from any other organization? There's a lot of organizations out there that'll take somebody on a dream hunt or a single hunt, and after that hunt, they're all happy, they leave, and they don't see anybody again.
Right.
That may be the only hunt that they go on. Where our organization, once they're signed up between the ages of 7 and 17, they go on every hunt that we have throughout the year and continuous years until they're 17.
Okay.
So you actually start a bonding of friends from that moment on, year after year. It's not a one and done thing. It's making friends and expanding your network amongst the friends.
Correct.
And that is really cool. Randy Stoppenhagen from Better the Hunt says to get a hold of him, and he'll get a hold of him, and he thinks his product line will be right in your wheelhouse. So that's word from him. So remind to get a hold of him. But that is cool. You know what? That's a good thing too. And like Nevin probably sees same people year after year. You become really good friends, don't you? Now some of I think we're looking at a picture of a group here. How many people? I think this was a turkey hunt. It looks like.
Yep.
How many people were all involved in the turkey hunt? That looks like a good 30.
Well, I believe you're looking at the big picture with the orange sign above it.
Yep.
That was last year turkey season because this year was canceled due to the COVID. That was last year. There was 18 kids involved. There was 4 people grouped for each one of them, so there was about 70 people there altogether.
Wow.
We don't just take the kid out there and throw them in a blind and say, here, have at it. We take them with their parent or guardian. We take them with a turkey collar, and then we take a cameraman and we film everything.
That's awesome.
There's 4 people to each group. That we have to go out there. So I believe last year we got 7 7 out of 18 kids got a bird.
Okay, good. The other picture we're looking at, I think, is a deer hunt. There again, you set it up with 4 people with a cameraman, kind of a guide.
Yep.
That's cool. I mean, it's got to be exciting when you get out there, whether it be turkey hunting or out there deer hunting, or even on these pheasant hunts, just to get out there, get these kids involved. And I bet you some of the parents are shocked as well.
Oh yeah, some of the parents are will help out in different things when we're not having a hunt, doing a fundraiser or something. And but the best thing is that we've been at this for 6 years now, and we've had 4 kids that have graduated the program because they're over 17, and they turn around and they're also volunteering for the group. So you've done something right, when the kids are turning around and becoming volunteers.
Absolutely. Awesome. That's absolutely right. You're right there that they kind of graduate by age, but yet they still want to come back and put in the effort to help out
and give back
the next group of individuals that are coming through, right? So like Linda and Ed Thornhill took 5 kids the first day. They killed 5 bears on a bear hunt, so that was pretty good.
Where's bear hunt at? I'd like to go on that.
But yeah, and that's awesome. And we're talking about this. Do you guys have a website people can go check you out and look more about this?
Yep. NevinsHuntingFriends.com.
Okay. And Facebook, same thing, Nevin's Hunting Friends on Facebook?
Yep. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can check out everything.
All right.
We treat them like they're professionals, basically. We put them in the stand, or in the blind, and give them the sponsor items, and we film everything. And, we go above and beyond and try to give them the outdoor experience that we can. We also film it, and we have editors that make TV program for them. It's on the Gen 7 network.
Okay.
It was last year we put first season up there. It was first season ever for kids on TV for Nevin's Hunting Friends.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
And you're looking to do another season coming up?
It's at the editors as we speak.
And any time frame when that could be released?
It's going to be the fall of 2020. Should be October.
Okay, right on. Well, I'll tell you what, let's take our second break. We come back, we'll continue the conversation here a little more. So we're going to take a step outside, and we'll be right back after this.
PSE Archery has always dominated the speed category. Now, the most revolutionary cam system ever to hit the market has perfected the shooting experience. Introducing PSE's Evolve Cam System, featuring extremely high let-off capabilities and the smoothest draw cycle in history. No other cam system has ever delivered this level of total comfort and total control. Experience PSE. Experience performance.
Welcome back, third segment of the show. Talking with Nevin's Hunting Friends, Dan and Nevin Burns in Chicora,
Pennsylvania.
There you go.
All right, I got a question for Nevin. Out of all the hunts that you've been on, turkey, deer, pheasant, whatever the hunts you've been on, what's your favorite hunt?
Well, I was gifted a hunt to go to Tom Seifel Foundation to shoot a big buck, and I went out and I shot a big 14-point buck, and it was really nice and fun.
I bet it was. All right, is that a bigger buck than Dad's ever gotten?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, that's all that matters. It's good. We'll just keep that there. You're the pride of the family. You got the big buck on the wall, Dad. Yeah. Way to go, Dad. But in seeing something like that is awesome. Here you got a big buck like that, and Dad obviously is so proud of you for what you've done and what you've accomplished here. Just coming up with this idea to create Nevin's Friends is just, I gotta hand it to you, man. It is awesome for you to think the way you do and did back in 2013 into 14 to get others involved and getting it to a point now here in 2020, actually last year, where you got it to like over 70 people to help out everybody. That's got to make you feel good too, right?
Yeah.
That's really, you're out in the outdoors. It's awesome. You're not doing the video game thing. You're taking them outdoors. You're getting friends. You're making more friends every year. That is really special. It is awesome to hear.
So looking forward. So you're 14 now, right? 14, 15, 14. Okay. So, you get through the process here, keep this thing going. Is this going to grow at some point? I mean, what are the plans for the organization looking forward?
Right now, we're just going to, we're keeping it going. We have openings because we had a couple kids graduate. They can sign up from our website. You can volunteer from our website. You can do anything. Watch all the videos that we put up there. See pictures, see updates. But we're going to just keep it going and let it grow. We'll if anybody calls and wants to sign up, they call us. Or, they can talk to us personally. And we're just going to keep it going.
So, and how would they get in contact with you? What's the phone number that we could give for them to call?
If they go to nevinshuntingfriends.com and on our website, right on the top of that picture, it says fill out an application. You fill it out and hit submit and leave your phone number, and we will call you. Okay.
Is there a link on there where somebody maybe that wanted to help volunteer or donate something? Is there a way for them to contact you on that website as well?
That is correct. Yeah, right on the top of the page, it says hit application for volunteer, or you can donate. Go on there. It'll say on there if you want to donate money or if you want to donate product or donate your time. It's on there.
All right, that's a good
awesome.
deal.
So Nevin, what's your favorite? What do you like to use? What's your favorite hunting? Shotgun, the rifle? What do you like to use? What's your favorite weapon of choice?
I enjoy using rifle, but all of it's really fun, and I enjoy most of it.
That's
just
awesome.
Getting out there and having fun hunting is really what it's about.
Absolutely. Yep.
You're right. That's exactly right. I tell you what, we usually ask our interviewees some questions. So we're going to ask you, Nevin, because you're the star of the show, obviously, because you're the one that came up with the idea, and it's awesome. I am tickled pink to have you on the show with your dad to talk about this, because this is just one of the many organizations that are out there that help kids, and it's good. Now, we know, obviously, you like using the rifle. Do you have a favorite snack to have with you out in the woods?
Probably deer stick.
You can't go wrong with deer sticks.
No, you can't. You really can't.
You shake your head. Nope, you can't go wrong with that.
No, it's one of those things. Yeah, you're right. It's just like yum. Dad, what's your favorite snack out in the woods while you're at it?
I'm a snack freak, so I'll eat about any snack. I don't have a favorite.
Oh, it don't matter. Whatever's there, right?
Yeah, whatever's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys, you're heading to deer camp or turkey camp, or maybe on one of these adventures with a whole group of kids. You guys are in the vehicle together, and one of you two reaches over and turns the radio on. What are we listening to?
Country music.
Okay. And who makes that choice? You or Nevin, or both of you?
Both. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nevin, who's your favorite country artist? Putting you on the spot now.
Don't really have a favorite, just country music in general.
Okay, gotcha. Something that's got some hunting and fishing involved in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always get you pumped up going into camp. All right, next question.
Oh, you know what? Here's a good one for you two. All right, guys, you're gonna cook Mike and Dan their favorite, your favorite meal: venison, pheasant, turkey, whatever it might be. What would be the meal that you're gonna fix Mike and Dan?
Yeah. Deer.
Deer? Okay.
Okay, is it deer heart, deer backstraps?
Backstrap. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to break out the good stuff. He's going to get backstraps out for us. Okay.
Well, we're going to Pennsylvania. I'm telling you that right now.
And how's it going to be cooked?
I have a dish called slop. SLOP.
Okay. Does that stand for something, or is it what it means?
It's just what it looks like when you're done cooking it.
Okay.
And it's just backstrap with some onions and butter, and you put a can of beer in it and bake it down until all the liquid's gone, and then you put hot pepper rings in it and cook it until the water's gone, and then you put salsa in it.
Spicing it up, man.
Wow.
And it looks like a big pile of slop.
How did you come up with that one? That sounds like
I got that recipe from deer camp.
Okay.
Really? Because that almost sounds like an oops waiting to happen.
Man, oh
you
man.
ran out of this or you ran out of that and you threw salsa in it and presto.
You threw it all together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
It's very good.
So you're at deer camp and you make this and you eat this slop, as you call it. Does it come back to bite you a little bit in the deer stand or not?
No, not me.
Not you. Okay. Nevin's looking at him like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, him, not me.
That's good. That's good stuff. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty good, though. That's why you have to have a good scent eliminator.
There you go.
That's a true statement.
Yeah.
And Dan, I'm going to ask you this question. Through all the years you've been hunting and whatnot, what is or has been your favorite deer moment?
I can't hear
you. Out of all the years you've been hunting, if it's you or with your son, what is your favorite hunting memory? Is it a deer hunt? Is it a turkey hunt? If we're sitting around a campfire and you say, "Man, you guys aren't going to believe this," I got to tell you this story. What is it and why?
It's actually going to be myself hunting. I've over the past 6 years, I kind of given up hunting for myself due to I just take kids out,
right?
Whether it be him or his brother or his sister, I'm constantly taking kids out.
Mm-hmm.
So this year I took my daughter out hunting archery season, and it was getting kind of cool. And she's running on the last few days to get a deer. So we went out, and it was getting kind of cold. The wind's whipping, and she says, "I have a doe tag. I'm going to shoot the next deer that walks in front of us." So she had a spike come 20 yards from us, and she says, "I'm taking it." I said, "Go ahead if you feel comfortable." So she took this deer, and she shot her with a crossbow, and it ran up the hill and went into the woods about 20 yards and died. She says, "All right, I've had enough. I'm not waiting to see if it expired yet. Let's go get it." So we crawl down and go get it, go up to the top of the hill, and walk in, and it's laying there. And I took a picture of her, and she says, "All right, let's go. I'm tired. I'm cold." So we go back out to the field, and we're walking down the hill, and we're dragging it down the hill. She gets about halfway, and the drag falls off. So she puts the drag back on, and she looks up at me, looking up over the hill, and she says, "Holy cow, Dad, look behind you." And I look behind us, and there's all I could see was horns up on the hill.
Wow.
So I said, "Okay." So I reached down. I told her, I says, "Give me that crossbow." And I reached down in my backpack, and I pulled another string back. I knocked an arrow. By the time I knocked the arrow, that deer was down to us about 25 yards, and it was walking sideways. Now, if anybody's ever seen a hunting video, when a deer's ears are back and it's walking sideways, it's not going to be a good day.
Right.
So I pulled up, and I shot this deer at 18 steps right through the heart, and it ran over to the edge of the field and stopped and looked at us. So I'm trying to finagle around to knock another arrow in case it wants to come back. And I knocked another arrow, and then it walked into the woods. I says, "Well, let's give it a couple minutes, and then we'll go see if we can find it. If we don't see blood, we'll wait till morning." We walk over to the woods and walked in 10 steps, and it's laying there right on the edge of the field.
Man.
Right next to the tree stand that we just came from.
No kidding.
Geez.
Wow.
Yeah.
A nice double. Wow.
Yeah.
Right?
That's incredible.
And it was a big old 7-point, 16-inch spread.
Nice.
Wow.
So
that's a double within minutes.
So
yeah.
So now you're dragging 2 deer back to camp or the house or wherever.
I just drug it out to hers, and I went over and got the truck and drove the truck up the hill.
There you go.
Heck with that. We're driving the truck at this point. So obviously Nevin's got some brothers and sisters. Are they older, younger? Where are they at?
They're younger.
They're younger. So they're everybody's coming up in the hunting tradition there.
Yeah. We're one big hunting family.
And I assume that they participate in the outdoor activities with the group that you formed, Nevin's Hunting Friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's a big family affair there.
Absolutely. There's nothing better than getting the family involved and helping out Big Brother. Obviously, this dream is just becoming and gaining traction as it goes.
Yeah.
And Dad, like you said, the last 6 years now, basically you've been just doing this full time and helping it out tremendously.
That's correct. Yeah. It's a little bit more than just taking a kid out hunting. We are a nonprofit. There's a lot of laws you got to follow to be a nonprofit, and we got to raise a lot of money to take these kids out. Nevin is right there with me when we're going out to do fundraisers. We rely on donations throughout the year to support these kids. We have a big gun raffle banquet dinner.
When is that?
We were supposed to have one here in March, but it got canceled because of COVID. It's actually scheduled for 2 weeks. Knock on wood, hopefully it happens.
In 2 weeks coming up.
2 weeks, the 25th of July.
25th of July. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome. You know what? I sure hope it goes off for you guys, because this day, these last few months has just been havoc on everything social, everything, anything.
Yeah.
Are they?
You guys are both hunters. You know how much it takes to get yourself in the woods.
Absolutely.
We have 60 volunteers and 20 kids that we're taking out. So it takes a lot of money.
Well, that's part of it as well. You're doing each group of 4 times however many kids you got, and then you got to get everybody transported. You got to make sure everybody shows up. You got to make sure everybody does everything. It takes a lot of coordination, a lot of money, and a lot of effort. And you two single-handedly started this, and it sounds like you guys are just about on your way to blow this thing wide open for you guys out there in Pennsylvania. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not just us that do it. We have 18 board members that go out and help, and we have 60 volunteers that go out and help. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun in the end. There's a great result for what we're doing. And I wouldn't trade it for the world, but I'm hoping in 4 years when he turns 18 and he can take over my spot, and maybe I can take somebody out, and so that's my goal. We'll see if it happens.
Nice. How long does it take to start when you're talking about all the planning, coordination, money? Let's say we're talking about this fall's deer hunt. How far in advance do you have to plan? Do you start planning for that hunt the following year, or however far ahead do you have to plan? I
usually start in July. The number one thing is they have to apply for a doe tag in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And that happens the first or second week in July. It's actually tomorrow they have to get their tags in. So we'll see if they're awarded. And as soon as I find out that they're awarded, I start planning for them.
Okay.
And put them in spots, and then we have to get everybody ready. I got to get the volunteer list going. And that's another situation we have is, you can't just throw anybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry out there with a kid.
Right.
We go above and beyond. Every one of our volunteers is child safety certified by the state of Pennsylvania. We check their background, make sure they're okay, they're safe, they're good, and then we put them out there. But they're also, we'd have to put 2 out there with each kid, so they have to be, we try to put somebody that's recognizable to the kid or the parent, and go from there.
Yeah, well, it's sad to say, but in today's world, you got to do that and make sure that you're taken care of in that regard. So, and that costs money too.
Yeah.
So,
safety is our number one goal.
Well, before we let you go, go ahead once again. Let everybody know how they can get in contact with you, or where they can go if they want to volunteer, or maybe somebody's listening that knows somebody in Pennsylvania that's got some acreage that they would allow you to hunt. That would be great too, or make a donation, anything of that nature. Where can they find you at?
You can go to nevinshuntingfriends.com. If you have any questions about donating, volunteerism, signing a kid up, you can do it all from that site. You don't have to be from Pennsylvania to do that.
Okay.
We take kids from Maryland, Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania. You get up here and we will get you into the outdoors to have a good time. We take volunteers from different states as well.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. That is just freaking awesome.
Well, and they can also get a hold of you on Facebook as well, correct?
Yeah, we have social media sites as well. You can get a hold of us.
Okay.
Or somebody wants to just text me directly. Hook me up and text me or message me directly.
All right.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to definitely want to hear after this fall how it all went and all worked out, and get some more photos and have you back on the show and see how it all went.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, we're going to let you go so you can enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. I know it's running a little late here. We got one quick segment left, but we're going to let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your day. We want to thank you again
thank you so much for bringing this story. And Nevin, awesome. Hats off to you for just kind of blowing this up, and to Dad as well for helping you go along on this ride.
All right, guys. You guys take care. We're going to step outside. We're going to take our next break. And when we come back, Danny and I will wrap up a couple little odd and ends here. So, once again, Dan and Nevin, thanks again, and we'll be talking with you soon.
Thanks, guys.
All right. You guys take care now. All right, guys and gals, we're going to step outside. We're going to take our next break, and we'll be right back after this.
Acceleration is part of PSE's DNA. PSE pioneered the speed movement. Now they've developed the vapor category to help you find the most powerful bows on the market to fit you.
High speed equates to intense power and building the momentum you need to be successful. Are you a vapor shooter? Find out at psearchery.com.
Welcome back. Fourth segment of the show. Danny's he's walking in over here. We got something here we want to talk about. So he's bringing a box over. So I'm going to let him sit back down here and get his headset back on before we continue. So Danny today, he had a drop that I don't know if he showed you or not, or if you've seen it or not, but on our Up North Journal Facebook page, you unveiled the Warhammer.
The Warhammer.
Okay.
That was.
I haven't seen the video yet, so I can't comment.
It is awesome. Yeah. I was actually, to tell you the truth, it came fully assembled pretty much except for the scope.
Okay.
The scope is a 1.5 to 5 power.
Okay.
Which shocked me. I didn't know that. I actually had it with me up in the UP, and it didn't last long in the box because I had to shoot it.
Okay.
So I reset the scope today while I had it out. So that's when I did the live feed. And so stay tuned for more on that. And that thing is just sharp. And now this, for those of you that are on the podcast, can hear the ruffling of the paper.
Yeah.
Is what Mike will be using this fall. Actually, that is a 31.
The Evo NXT 31.
Yes, the Evo NXT 31 in Mossy Oak.
That's right. And this has got 60-pound limbs on it. Set with the 90% let-off mod, I do believe.
Yes.
I think that's where it came. But yeah, this bow is the one that we shot at ATA. If you guys were watching that,
yeah,
we were just completely blown away with.
This was one of those you don't think, and I know everybody says, hey, you guys shoot PSE. Yeah, you guys got to shoot these bows. You go out, shoot all the brands out there. This one shoots really nice. You're shooting the 31.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a 31, 33, and 35.
And I believe they got a 28, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh. That would be added, that they have a 28.
I think. Don't quote me on it, but I think
depending
so.
on what you want to have in your armor.
Mm-hmm.
But the 31. So you're thinking up in the tree stand.
Yep. That's typically what I shoot, 31 or the 20. I shot the 28 last year.
Yep.
But this is the one, the Knock On Nation, they based it off of. Obviously, this is not the Knock On Nation bow, but it's pretty much the same thing. It just doesn't have all the bells and whistles that Dudley has incorporated into that model. But the first thing that I noticed about this is the 2 points here where you can actually mount your stabilizer on the front. But if you drop it down, you can actually get that center of gravity down, which helps to stand that bow up, which means you can put a little less weight on the front of it, so it helps it to stand up. So
absolutely, and then that's one of the things we had Bobby on that he said that they did when they were going through this bow is getting the dual points there so you could lower your center of gravity.
Yep.
And the grip on that.
Yep. They some of the guys were talking, customers, and once again they reacted to it. They put a molded hand grip over top of the riser. Some people were talking about they'd like a little something there, due to the cold riser in the northern climates. I don't know how I had not shot it yet with this on here. Obviously, it's not set up, but I haven't made a decision yet of what direction I'm going to go, if I'm going to take that
with or
off
without.
Yeah, all the other ones I doesn't have it, so I don't know. We'll wait and see. But yeah, I'm excited to get this thing over to Sunrise and get it set up. That's something we're going to be doing here real soon.
Yep, we're going to get them over to Sunrise. We'll get them all hooked up, ready to go, start shooting these things because it's July.
Right.
And before you know it, October is going to be here.
Right, absolutely. So, but yeah, this is the newest one in the UNJ stable for us. So you're shooting a 33. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and I got the 31. So.
Yep. So
looking forward to it.
Absolutely. That was in the hunting department this week. As you've seen, Ken and I went fishing this week.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was a blast.
I saw you were playing cameraman. I didn't see any fish that you caught.
I caught one. That's all that mattered. I was not skunked.
I didn't see a picture of it, so it didn't happen.
Right? He caught roughly 14 and a half pounds worth of fish.
Okay.
The biggest one being a 4.5.
Nice.
Largemouth. And it was, you know what? It was an evening that was just, it got calm out there.
Mm-hmm.
You could hear the beach and whatnot. And there was a few other boats out there, but it was just nice to get out on the water, and it wasn't excessively hot. So it was
nice.
good. We were doing, he was trying some different rigs and stuff, and he kind of tipping me off of what to use, so then I'd use it. But no, it was a good time. Getting Ken out there on his boat, he was getting all excited, and it was just one of those things.
Then I seen the tire cut loose after that on the trailer, of the boat trailer.
Oh yeah, I gotta hear it.
What did you do to it?
I tell you what, I really don't know, but
I think it's his fault.
I gotta get the whole story behind that, because when he left, it looked like it was good to me. I don't know where he went after that.
Well,
and even Tammy Doug saying pics or it didn't happen.
That's right. See,
well,
you gotta take a picture, man.
Thanks, Tammy.
You did a good job playing cameraman, but you didn't take. You gotta learn to take.
He's our fishing expert.
Yeah, well, still
let him catch the fish. And it was funny because he was trying to catch that one last fish there when we were doing the live. And as soon as I went off camera,
he caught it.
Of
course.
It was one of those things, and it was fun, and we had a good time. So we're going to try to do it again on an evening, get back out there just to have some fun.
That's good. Good deal. It's always a good time to get out on the water. I haven't been out this year. I don't even have my fishing license, and don't know if I'll actually get one or not.
Well, you can come out and be our cameraman.
I could do that. Yeah, I could.
There's room for one more on the boat, and be perfect for a cameraman such as yourself.
There you go. I could do that.
So
we'll see.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good to get up.
Looking ahead at next week.
Next week, we are going to have another gentleman on from Yamaha. That's next week's show. So
okay.
I'm trying to remember his name, and I want to say it's Brett King, but don't hold me to it. But we'll have him on next week, and hopefully we'll have all these Skype issues taken.
Yeah, we're going to do some major testing this week. As a
Right.
matter of fact, maybe tomorrow night I'll get a hold of you when I get out of work. We're going to do some testing on this to figure out what happened, because the gremlins crept in tonight, and that's the reason we were 35 minutes late doing the show. But
Right, exactly. So, but we made it. We got to hear a great story of Nevin and his dad, Dan.
Yep.
Nevin's Hunting Friends. Make sure you get over there, check out their website, or check them out on Facebook.
Absolutely.
And if you can, help them out.
Absolutely. Yep. It gives me hope for the future. That, a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now, but when you got kids like that out there that are hitting it hard and helping and give back, there's hope.
what was really nice was and cool was to hear about the ones that after 17 they graduate.
They come back.
But they've come back. And that's almost like the David Boggs
Backwaters
legacies that they have the same thing. They have them graduate, then they in turn come back as counselors.
Yep, help teach.
And you just get that. We talk about it here in the outdoors of getting new people out there, and that's new people out the outdoors, and then eventually they become old enough to be counselors or come back and become mentors.
Mentors, yeah, absolutely.
Right? So Bruce Rhonda Compton. Opening day in South Carolina, August 15th, rifle or bow zones 3 and 4 for private land only. Opening day.
August 15th.
August 15th.
I'm assuming that's deer. It's got to be.
I'm assuming too. And
it's October 1st here in Michigan.
That's going to be, well, for archery,
Yeah.
it's October 1st, and then we've got a couple early seasons, right?
Right, yeah. And there's always some stuff in September, depending if you've got DMAP permits or some special disease control permits and things of that nature. So.
And kind of the thing that starts taking off here, I know Chris Kreiner's been out there hammering the coyotes.
Absolutely.
September 1st is always a big goose thing.
Right.
And then midway through September here in Michigan, we start off with small game season.
Mm-hmm.
That gets everybody fired up.
Won't be long.
And then we're gonna, if you watch, you can start to watch now. The woods will start to turn that yellow.
Yeah. Yep. It won't be long, my friend. And then Danny and I, end of August, we've got as long as COVID plays nice and doesn't get any worse, and we're going to be at TAC shooting that up in Boyne Mountain. So we're
South Carolina Bucks and Velvet.
There's an opportunity.
So August 15th, yes.
Okay.
So private land only.
All right.
But you're right. As long as and Randy, stop and hanging out in Idaho. August 30th, elk.
Don't get me started on that, man. Speaking of elk. Did everybody see the post on our page this week? You know what I'm talking about? The guy who found the elk head in the lake. This thing we're going to have him on the show. We don't know exactly when yet, but if you haven't seen the story, get on our Facebook page and check it out, because I'm telling you what, this thing was tremendous. I'm not going to give it away. Just go look.
It was found in the bottom of a lake.
Yeah, and it's really, really old.
Yeah. And matter of fact, it's actually at a facility being carbon dated.
As we speak.
Yeah. To verify of its age.
And
they have an idea.
Yeah.
But they're having it verified.
So hopefully a couple weeks. Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna have the gentleman who found this on the show, and I talked to him today at length, and we just got to set a date and a time up, and I've already got pictures of this that he sent to me to use, and it'd be cool if we could get the guys who were working on the radiocarbon testing on this.
That'd be cool.
Just to get how they do that.
To see it.
Right. Well, actually, it's going to be at a museum here in Michigan. Down, I can't remember. I had the name on the tip of my tongue, but I can't. We'll get the name of where it's going to be.
Oh, they're going to have it in a museum here in Michigan.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Cranbrook.
Oh, they're going to have it at Cranbrook?
Cranbrook Institute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it's going to be.
Really?
Once they get it back, it's going to stay there, and it may travel. The guy doesn't know what he's going to do with it yet because the thing's so huge.
Well, the picture had it in a U-Haul.
Yeah, it was a 7x6.
Wow.
Huge.
That's awesome.
And it's really, really old.
Right.
So we're looking forward to getting this gentleman on and talking with him about how he found it and everything that went along with it. So
absolutely.
Really good stuff.
You know what? And so we'll have them on the show. We've got some other supporters that are going to be on the show coming up. We're lining them up. We're almost getting into September. We're going to have hope Brian Anderson from G5 on.
Bobby's coming back.
Bobby's going to be back on towards the end of the month.
Got to get our coffee guys on.
Yep, get our coffee guys on. And so stay tuned. We got a lot more interviews coming our way and coming your way for that fact. And stay tuned. Before you know it,
we'll be hunting.
All
right. I'll tell you what, that's going to do it for us this week for the podcast and the live stream both. My grandkids are outside waiting on me right now as we speak, so I'm going to get out and spend a little bit of time with them. Y'all take care. We'll be back again next week. Get over to our social media pages. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share, all that good stuff. If you're on iTunes, give us a review. It helps us, and in turn, helps other people find us. Y'all take care. We'll see y'all again next week. This episode was brought to you by PSE Archery,
Buck Bait,
Better the Hunt,
Rebel 6 Rubs and Seasonings,
Easy Cut,
Lim Walker Game Calls,
Hunter's Plain Coffee,
Packer Max,
Fourth Arrow Camera Arms,
Scent Blocker,
Scent Lock,
Copper John,
and Stanislawski Release Aids.
Thanks for listening, and join us again here next week. Until then, remember, as we always like to say, if you're out on the water or in the woods, shoot straight and be safe until next week on the Up North Journal.